In today's video, we're going to check out JRedirects from JSTOR Extensions. Yeah, JSTORExtensions.org. Same makers of JSiteMap Pro. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watching Work live stream number 213 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them. So if you're looking to hire someone to get you out of a bind or short-term hire or long-term hire, I also migrate Joomla sites to Joomla 4. Send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com. Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru. Get a free site audit for your Joomla site. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. Use the coupon code BASICJoomla, you get your first month free. I think you get a month free anyways, but why not use the code and let Phil know that that's how you came to me. All right, so let's go back to the introduction screen here. Yeah, so I thought I was looking for a topic for today's stream and saw this extension, so I contacted John Dagamore and said, hey, can you give me access to that extension and we'll take a look at it in live stream. So we're going to, and we will see what it does. In the meantime, first of all, I want to say I'm very pleased because before going live, I checked and made sure, and my mic was not connected again. I don't know what the deal is, but anyways, I was able to select it, so no false start today. You also will notice that the white screen is going a lot better with the flickering in and out. I did a couple things. First of all, last week, I think it was Mary that reminded me or suggested that I have a light that backlights me to help it figure it out better. So I did change one of the lights in my studio here. Also, the thing that really flickers in and out is the reflection off the back of my desk chair. And so I took the back of my desk chair off just before the stream. I was showing Susan how well it worked and I almost fell over backwards. So anyways, yeah, I've got that dialed in. It's not flicking around, so hopefully not going to drive any of you crazy. I think it was Mary. Mary says it looks a bit nicer. Just a bit? Yeah, I know. We need to do something other than the orange. But anyways, we'll get things working and little bits at a time. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. We can talk about it later on. All right, so let's turn our attention to the screen. There we go, and then I go down here. It works really nice without any color, so I'm pretty pleased with the mini me down there in the corner. Hello to Ivor and Bjorn, Mary, Valerie in chat. Good to see you, and anyone else who is lurking. Glad that that you're here today. And yeah, we'll just check this out. I don't know if any of you have used this extension before. But let's just check it out. Oh, here, let me put the link in chat so you all can see where it is. Have it in the video description, of course, for people watching the replay. But it says, with JRedirects, every time you change a menu or article alias, or you change the structure of menu items, the old links are automatically mapped to the new ones under the hood. So that, I'm fascinated to see how that works. I guess we're going to be changing some menu items today and see what happens. Doing HTTP 301 redirects is the most efficient search engine friendly method for web pages. Web page redirection to preserve your search engine rankings and SEO juice. All right, so let's just scroll down here. JRedirects main functionalities include automated redirects, so changing the alias for either menu items, Joomla contents, categories, and K2 contents. Patterns redirects. JRedirects includes a powerful yet simple system to redirect URLs using patterns and placeholders based on regular expressions autocompiler. Furthermore, you can choose whether the redirection should take place only for mobile devices. Prevent duplicated links. Okay, JRedirects blocks and warns you when you're creating a duplicated link. Fixes duplicated links for paginated results. Prevent duplicated aliases. Prevents link spamming. So JRedirects shows a 404 page for one link so that the search engines won't index fake links. Cool. Redirects management in the Joomla backend. Automated redirects, changing the structure and hierarchy of menus. Get stats for pages, keywords, clicks, ranking of your website with the new Google Search Console integration. That's cool. redirect checker to retrieve information about links, validity, redirection, htaccess assisted editor. I used his editor for editing htaccess in JSitemap Pro. It's a really convenient way to get in there without having to go into your web hosting account. Redirect a whole category of articles to a new one thanks to the htaccess editor. Yeah, robots.txt. Migrate URLs with ID to URLs without ID. Migrate URLs by suffix. Domain prefix redirection. Redirect all your links from www to the non-www domain or vice versa. Custom domain redirection. Mobile detection and redirection. Fixes the Google warning to access CSS, JSS files. So great. So let's just hop into there. Now my phone just made some noise here. I forgot to silence it. So I'm going to just clear all this stuff here and turn the volume down. And that should not be a problem for the rest of the stream. All right, so let's go in the back end of a Joomla 3 site here and check this out. I already have it downloaded from the site. It is a paid extension, so here's a great chance for you to preview it. I hope the traffic's not too loud. By the way, see, I got the penguin shirt out, and we're getting some really nice weather here at Cybersalt World headquarters. So I opened up a window. If it's too noisy, just let me know, and I could go over and close it. But all right, extensions, manage and install. I'm going to upload the package, and I'm going to look on my computer to oh, I'm in a Joomla 3 site. That is a mistake. I want to see this in Joomla 4. So let's go to Joomla 4. And we'll log in. Okay, now we're going to go to, let's install the sample blog data. All right. Uh-oh. Maybe, do I already have that installed? Let's see. Why, look at that, I do. Oh, and I've turned off a whole bunch of menus on this. All right, well, this might be good because I was working on this the other day. I've mangled this quite a bit and I need to change some links. So, we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too confusing. Okay, so system and extensions install. And now we're going to browse for a file and we will go to, let's see, Joomla 4. I always put everything in JSitemap. Okay, let's see. Fast social. Maybe I put it in Joomla 3 by mistake. Maybe I did that. All right. JSitemap. Let's go down here. Yeah, I always remember. No, I did not. All right. Well, let me go and download again. So what am I going to do here just to avoid that? I think I'm fine in here. Here we are. We're going to go download. And I'm going to there we go. There's JRedirects. And I'm going to download it for Joomla 4. And I'm going to put it in Joomla 4 and go down to my folder here for JSitemap. And that's where we'll put it, right there. I did try to be prepared for that. All right, well, now here we are. Now we can install. Well, I can just grab it from the top right corner and drag it down, get it in there. And, so when I took the back of my chair off and it worked really well, Susan said, oh, that's really great. And I said, well, I'd like the back of my chair because I like to rest my back on it. She pointed out that it's good posture for me. So there you go. I've got good posture. All right, all resources installed successfully. Click here to access control panel. I like it when extension developers have it so that right after you install, you can go right there instead of looking over here. And sometimes sometimes what happens is not available over here yet until after you refresh. But as we see it is, but we'll click there. And here we go. Let us, let's just go back here. And also there are some screenshots for this extension. Let's just take a look at sort of what we're going to be looking for here. Here we go. We've got screenshots here. That's the control panel. That's where we are. Yes. Edit pattern redirect. Okay, we're going to look for some of that. Here's the menu redirects. All right. So this is going to be very exploratory and learning. This truly is a first look. I didn't even cheat by installing just to take a quick look at what we're going to be seeing here. So, all right, well, we'll dive right into it. Here we are in the control panel, and let us just go through our options here. Let's go to configuration first and have a look. Okay, you put in your email address for auto updating. Okay, your SEO preference, the redirection code. So choose the HTTP code used for the redirect when a link is no more available. So you want HTTP 301, 302, 303, 404, no actions. So 301, if you've changed it, you want to redirect. We'll leave that there. HTTP status code to redirect. Default the HTTP status code 404 for links not found will be redirected. You can choose to try a redirection even when HTTP status 500 is triggered by a server error. Interesting. So here we're picking, okay, if there's a 404, then redirect. But you can also say, 404s and 500. That is pretty cool. Now, my first thought about that is that if you're troubleshooting something on a site, it's already hard enough to get good error messages in Joomla sometimes. So if you had this, you wouldn't even see error messages. So this is definitely something setting you would want to have off when you're working on your site if you're troubleshooting something, because you wouldn't even see errors. All right, so we're just going to leave that 404. Show a redirection message. Yeah, and that's what your message would be there. Cool. Redirect URLs with ID to URLs without ID. Oh, pop-ups are not shown on my screen. Like when I go over the menu. Oh, interesting. Hi, Johan. So you don't see those pop-ups. I'm reading along. And this is a bit of a this is one drawback of my new screen that I have, is that I can't share a whole screen. I have to share I can only share windows or tabs because the full screen is so wide now. Ivor can see it, but it's rather small. Okay. So I'll just try to read those out. And they are small. Hopefully, let me just look on the site here. I'm gonna look up at. I'm just looking at actually what we see here. Okay, I am just sharing the one screen. Hover text is shown. You just can't see the pop-ups. Okay. All right. So the pop-ups. All right. I will try to pay attention to that. Bjorn says do a CSS override. Are you talking about that for size, or we'll just work our way through this here. Okay, so redirect URLs. Oh, let's see if he's got more help up here. No, so redirect URLs with ID to URLs without ID. So by default, URLs for Joomla contents have numeric IDs. However, starting from Joomla 3.8, you can activate new routing parameter to remove IDs from URLs. That's when you end up with an ID dash and then the category name, and then an ID dash and then the article name. Problem is, if your website is being well indexed by search engines, using URLs with IDs activating that parameter would be a disaster. As a result, your website would completely lose the indexing because Joomla throws a 404 error for old URLs having IDs. Let me show you a site that is, Bjorn says yes for size. I could, but then I think that would take me too long to figure out. Let me just show you this. This client has the old article with the IDs in them. So you see up here, it says Final Cut Pro /news/2610 dash and then broad toolbox. That's what the URL is up here. I don't know if I can. No, that does not. I can't expand the browser thing. Still learning. You know what I need to do is I can create some other scenes that will show a notepad where I can type some things as well. I'll have to do that. I'll keep that in mind for, since switching to OBS, there's always new things to figure out. I do like this setup though. Anyways, so this setting that we're looking at would remove the 2610 dash out of the URL. The only thing is that, as John points out, if your site, if this page is in the search engines with the number, doing that, and you turn the setting to turn off the numbers in the URLs, Google's going to look at this and it's going to see a broken URL if the URL does not have a number in it. Watch, if I hit enter, see, we get the 500 error because there's no number in there. So basically, it looks like this setting here is that if there's a URL that's called to your site that has an ID in it, redirect it to without. Just take out that URL, that ID, which works really well. Although I have found in the past, if I have so I have one Joomla site where if I start a title out with a number, so if it's like 10, the number 10 dash reasons dash to dash swim dash every day, if that's the alias and there's a 10 at the beginning, it kind of gets confused. And that was using SH404 SCF a long time ago by the number at the beginning. So I started changing aliases for numbers. If the article started with a number, I would just put in the actual word for it, like TEN instead of that. So that might happen. Good to know, though. This would be a powerful tool if you wanted to get rid of those numbers from URLs and still be able to communicate new locations to Google. Redirect URLs by suffix. All right, so if that's the same thing. If you're Joomla site and you've always had it so that the suffix was on at the end of all your pages, so .html, let's say, and then you thought, oh, I don't want .html, I want to get rid of that. You could turn that off in Joomla, but then any sites that know that there's a .html that are links to it, or Google, those would become 404 errors. And so then what you want to do is you could use this setting, say, hey, anyone who calls for a page with .html on my site, take that off and redirect it to the non-HTML. Or if you're going the other direction, you could do that. So that's very cool. Redirect menu changes. If enabled, redirects will perform a redirect every time your menu structure changes from old to new links. All right. I think we're going to be experimenting with that. Redirect all components menu items. If enabled, JRedirects will perform a redirect for all components every time your menu structure changes from old to new links. By default, redirect menu changes applies to core contents only when modern routing is enabled. All right, and I think, is there even modern routing in Joomla 4? I think that's just a Joomla 3 thing. I don't think that setting is there. Hey, by the way, look at this. I noticed in chat I have a new icon here, so watch. I'm going to just, look at that. I sent a heart up in chat. Do you guys have that? You can look at that. Oh, you can toot with the horn. Give a 100% agreement. Anyways, I don't know. There you go. Yeah, there we go. We got some hundreds happening there. It doesn't show who's doing it, but yeah, nice. All right. Sorry, shiny things. All right, so follow menu type changes. If enabled, redirects will follow menu type changes during the redirection. For example, if you turn the same menu item and alias to a different view of the same component or to a completely different component. Yeah, that's cool. So if you have a link that says, hey, when you click on this link, show the category list, then the URL is a certain thing, the non-SCF URL. But if you change it to blog, it gets changed a bit. And so that sometimes needs to be adjusted. So, all right, prevent content link spamming. If enabled, every link for Joomla contents that includes a non-existing alias will throw a 404 page. This ensures that your site indexing won't be spammed with wrong links on search engines. All right, so if enabled, every link for Joomla contents that includes a not existing alias will throw a 404 page. Okay, and then that's so if someone is spamming with wrong links on search engines, then you can just it'll just be ignored. I didn't know that was a thing, but prevent duplicate links creation if enabled. Yeah, when creating new menu items found as duplicated, the action will be blocked. Okay, remove pagination duplicates. If enabled, the component will fix automatically duplicated titles and descriptions generated by Joomla for paginated results. This feature improves the SEO of your website. Will fix automatically duplicated titles and descriptions generated by Joomla for paginated results. All right. I think we've probably seen that on sites where there's a lot of pagination of articles that they end up showing as having duplicate titles and that. So it looks like maybe he's got something to fix that. All right, redirect. This is, do you want to go from, to enforce non-WW? If someone comes with the www in the domain, if they're calling for that, it'll redirect to non-WW. Or you can redirect all things to make sure they're www, or you can redirect to a custom domain. Oh, look at that. That's cool. You can enable the option to redirect all links to a custom, different, or new domain. Oh, so if you change the domain of your site and you want to move them to somewhere else, you could put in the whole new site. That's cool. Which you can do with an htaccess rule, but this is a nice way to do that. All right, I'll disable this for now. I find the best way to do this is to do it in an actual htaccess file. Although maybe this is editing the htaccess file. But I've actually been adding more and more sites to Cloudflare, and Cloudflare does that. And the nice thing is that the more stuff that Cloudflare does, the less stuff that you have to do on your server has to do. Redirect to exact URLs. If enabled, visitors will be redirected to the custom domain having the same exact URLs on your desktop website. If links on other domain website are different from this one, disable the settings. I think this has to do with the custom redirects there. And we're not doing that anyways. Okay, exclude components. If you experience some errors with redirects for a certain component, you can exclude it. And there you would just put in the name of it. So com_zoo or com_k2. All right. Exclude bots from redirects. Okay, that would be useful for a bot to get a 404 page totally removed from being indexed. Enable this action to activate the integration with Joomla component user action log. All right, so I always liked that, and we don't need the K2 integration. So there's that. Mobile settings, redirect to a mobile domain. So if someone's on a mobile device and you have a totally separate site built for mobile, redirect. We don't do that. We don't have a domain, so we ignore that. Here's where you can link your Google Search Console to see your Google stuff right in there. And there you go. So let's save that configuration. And now we'll go back to the home here and we'll check out what we've got. Menu redirects. Here is typography. Typography 2. Now let me just show you what some of these mean here. The other day we were trying to, this was last week, wasn't it? Yes, last week when we were playing around with the mega menu. And we just kind of moved things around, had subs and trying to figure out how to do blocks and that. So created a bunch, made copies. And so here's typography 2, which links to here. Well, we see in here, there's typography 2, and it links to index.php option equals com content. It links to that. So, and it's menu ID, click to edit the menu item. Oh, look, that's pretty handy. If we click that. Now, so with things, if I change the type of link that typography 2 is, then I can then this should change. So let's open this in a new tab, the menu. All right. Now notice, okay, so we got article ID 11, category ID 11. This is to a single article. Let's change this so that it is to a category blog. And we will select the category. Let's just do blog. Now, if I save this, oh no, okay. You're creating a duplicate link. Another menu item already exists linking this element. See below. Title, blog. Yeah. Oh, I've got a bunch there too, right? Yeah. Save failed with the following error. You're creating a duplicate link. Another menu item already exists. Okay. So although this short link did here. So typography, this did change here. Look, this is category and layout blog ID equals 8. And here, here's typography to ID 11, category 11. So we did change that, but we got, we already have this one here down here that's blog ID equals 8 because I already created a link to the blog menu. That is interesting. Because I selected the blog category. So this already exists. So this is working, saying, hey, whoa, whoa, you can't do that. You're creating a duplicated link. All right, well, let's try different category. Whoops. Let's clear that. Let's try uncategorized. Save. Okay. So now our typography 2, which is typography-2 alias, now goes to category and layout blog ID equals 2. So, all right, kept us from making a mistake there and explained it, showed us the IDs, great, because I made a real mess of that last week. But now I'm going to duplicate this tab and, all right, look at this. There's a redirect now. So typography 2, when that comes up, it shows the raw link there, which is category layout equals blog ID 2. Before, remember, it was category, this is single article, it was to here. Now that would change anyways, but the cool thing is that someone going to this page will be redirected to this URL. Interesting. All right. And that is good. That just happened automatically for changing that menu. Now, of course, if we weren't using this, that would just be redirected anyways. But this is a really nice visual way to see where the links are pointing to. And just know that this URL is always going to point to the proper thing afterwards. So you might not have to worry about that, because that you can have in some systems where this URL does not automatically update. And so even though you've changed it, you click on the link, it keeps going to the old one, and it can get confusing. So it's nice that that did that automatically. And I see here that we have like 40 menu aliases here, because I really messed around last week with things. And look, we've got, oh, look at here, we've got a blog link, which is menu item 102, 118, and 140. They all point to the same. So this this is a good visual way to start looking at and what's happening with your menus. But that is really cool that it automatically redirected. And look, we do have this option. Let's see, edit redirect. We can click here and edit redirect. And oh boy, so here's all the raw information. You would see this in the database table if you went there. You did not get redirected to the old address. You got redirected to that. All right, let me see. We'll test that. Publish. So you could change. These are the menu item parameters. Everything that's all setting in that menu item. So, I mean, normally you would just go in and use the tool for that. But here, you could show create date, change that to 1 there. But you can actually go in there, right? So that's sort of an advanced thing. Whereas here, you would click on edit the menu item, and then here you have an option to change all those things. Now, Bjorn said you didn't get redirected. So let's see here. Let's close this. If I click on this, no. Oh, this takes us to it. Oh, now that is opening in another screen. Interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that with this new setup, how to show that. So Bjorn, you got shown to, let me just click on this redirect here. Yeah, you got shown to that, yeah, the same page when I clicked this here. You've got redirected to this page here. Let's go here. This is the page that's redirecting to. Now, let's just take a look here. Close this. If we go to content, categories, uncategorized, there's only one article. And that one article is showing the oh, I see. Yeah, you got that is actually I think the page that you got redirected to is the proper one. It's just there's only one article on there. Let's try this. Let's go here and we'll open up that one article that I clicked. The blah 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 article. Let's save as a copy. Same category. Blah blah 2. It's published. Save and close. So now we have 2 there. Let's just check if we refresh. Do we see things twice? Aha. So yeah, Bjorn, you did get redirected to the blog view. It's just because the one article, it just happened to be that the one article that was in that, the article that we were linking to before, which is I think blah blah blah, was also the only one in the category. Because this link now is showing a blog view. And of course, it is not showing any titles, which is cool because if we go back to here, we could go to edit that menu item and we can go to the blog layout and we can say, let's go to options. Oh, title. Let's show title. We can change things here and we'll save and close. And then now when we refresh that, see, so this is the blog view. So I can see why it looked like you didn't get redirected because that just happened to be the only single article. I like this. This is kind of giving some knowledge and insight into where your URLs are pointing to and what they're doing. And then you've got these duplicate URLs. And I think that we've seen this before in the Joomla core. Sometimes, like with for SEF, it combines similar pages. So if you have different links to different places, it will assign them to one. So for instance, if you have blog, if you have like a link to a category and it's showing a list of articles, then you will see the list. But if you do a link with the same name or pointing to the same thing and you want a category blog, there's been times where you click on that link and it's automatically just going to the list because that's what it is. And so you can see with these duplicate URLs down here that these menu items, though they be in different places, they're still all pointing just to this one spot here. and there's their titles and what's their in their alias here. This is this is all tricky stuff, right? Managing URLs, and I'm not fluid in it, but this is a cool tool to see that. All right, so let's close this. So there's our redirects. We did change the menus, and it told us, hey, you can't, that already exists. You got to point to something else. Or it said, or it did change that, and it did a redirect. So that's neat. A lot of this stuff you don't see just in a core Joomla site because it's just happening in the back end of the site through the Joomla router. By the way, it's router here in British Columbia. Router is for up here would be like ROOTER. But I don't know what it is where you guys are, whether you say router or router. Okay. JRedirects. Let's go to content redirects. Okay. Aha. Now this is interesting. So there's our blah, blah, blah article. Now if I click on this link here, blah, 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 that's the article title language. That's, okay, that's all we see. Okay. But if we want this to point to new content, can I do this and edit the redirect? No. All right. What can we do here? Blah, blah, blah redirects to here. And then we go right in there, and that's where we can edit that article. All right. But it doesn't look like that we can switch to anything else. If we click that, yeah, I already did that. All right. So we can't change this URL to point to something, a different article. We can't do that here, I don't think. Let's just see all the things there. Although here it's, oh, these are actual categories as well. Oh, here, look at this down at the bottom, categories. Oh, and here's our menu items. So I suppose, all right. So we have content ID. All right, that opens up the content. Great. Gotcha. You know, these extensions like this are a great way to learn how things are being handled in Joomla as well for troubleshooting things. I was helping someone yesterday troubleshoot some SCF stuff. Oh, excuse me, SCF stuff on their site. Now, but down here, category, and anyways, trying to just understanding that the Joomla does not make an SCF URL for any content that's not under the effect of a menu in Joomla, even if it's just a menu item to a category that things are in. That was really helpful to solve the problem. Mary says, if you were to check the box and choose edit from the, let's just see, I can't read because the heart's there. Okay, I'm going to bump that up. If you check the box and choose edit from the top, what options are there? Okay, good idea. Well, let's try this with this content, edit redirect. I think it just gets us into the same way. You can change the English, you can publish or not. Down here for the category, here's our category blog. Edit the redirect. Again, we can just, okay, we can change the content alias. Let's see, normally you don't need to change this because JRedirects creates a new record each time that you change add menu items in Joomla. You could edit the content alias. How would that work? Let's go blog. Lots of G's. Now that URL there, that's the content title, but the alias changed. Let's just click this here and see what happens. It opened up this page here. Let me bring it over to this window here. Oh, actually, can you guys see if I drag this over? Can you see that? This window I just dragged over? No, I bet you can't. I'm just trying to remember. I've changed so much software around. I think that's... Oh, you can see it. All right, so if you can see that, why can you see that? I'll have to revisit what's capturing this page. Maybe I'm capturing an area. Oh, that would be good to know. All right, well, you can see that. Anyway, so that's the page that opened up there. It still says blog. That's still the address of it. But, let's just close that. This redirect here, the content alias, we changed to BLOGGGGGG. Now, I don't understand what that does, but why you would change that there. And like it said, you typically wouldn't anyways, because you would change a menu item, an alias that's pointing to that. All right, bit of a mystery there, but that's what you can change there. Let's switch that back to blog for now. Okay, so here's our content redirects. We can see that about redirects to article 1, and if we click on that, it just shows that we can't change. There's a lot of way to get into that screen. All right. Let's move on. Patterns, redirects. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's go here. New redirect. The original link pattern. So for instance, we got it up here, very tiny print. Let's just that I can blow up. HTTPS original domain / article identifier category - identifier 2, and whoops, and then the target link would be identifier / identifier. So I think what it's saying is this, that if we make the original link, which would be, let's do this URL here, typography 3. All right, so if the original URL is this, and we want that to redirect to somewhere else now, we could change this to blog, B-L-O-G. Do we want to make it only mobile, exclude bots, avoid available placeholders. Oh, identifier, characters from the Latin alphabet, numbers hyphen underscore, right? Alpha, characters. Okay, all right, so we can get fancy in here. It's possible to specify an absolute or relative URL, and the redirection can take place also between different domains. So an identifier here, that's characters from A to Z, alpha, oh, and numbers hyphen and underscore. Okay. Oh, these are examples here. Okay, so this is these are examples of the patterns. Original domain article - identifier / category. So if article - something, or it can just be an identifier. So that's what I did here. Index.php / typography 2. That's what I'm looking for. If you find that, then switch to blog. And you can also do regular expressions or something. So down here, so let's say you had a URL which was this. I'll just fake this. If typography 2, but let's say that there's a category / category, and the category ID was 3 - category name / can I redirect a domain with Norwegian characters? Well, let's see. Let's see if it will go in there. But anyways, if the category name the ID for category name is 3, I can do this. I can rewrite anything. This is where you have to learn. This is where you can learn. It's learning the regex that goes with htaccess rules. But so any index PHP 3-category name / typography 2. I can actually do this. I believe it is / $, left brace, 1 left brace. That's the regex. So basically this rule would be anything that has any URL that is this 3-category name / something, you would then rename the URL this. We take out the number, rewrite it, and target it to taking out the 3, the URL, and then put in here the same thing that's at the end. So that would create a rule. So we've seen that before in the past. If you're making htaccess rewrite rules on your site, here's a tool that will create those. Now, so I'm just going to try I think these are separate things. These are either or. I'm going to take this, Control A, copy, delete this, and I'm going to save and close. Now we have that. So if I go to Typography 2, copy that there, it should lead to blog, one would hope. Let's do that over here. Typography 2, hit enter. Oh, and look at that. It redirected to blog, and blog is a category blog layout. All right, so we've seen this before in other extensions. Here's a handy way to make some redirects if you're changing things around. Now, of course, I use that as an example taking the category ID out of the URL, and he's got something that will automatically do that. So, but that's that area here, pattern redirects. Cool. Now, htaccess editor. You can go right into the htaccess file of your Joomla site and edit it right here. Very nice and handy. This is in JSitemap Pro. It really is good. And you can actually go to previous versions of it as well. And you can add some redirects here. So you have those options too. So that's a neat little tool that's available. Robots.text editor too. You can go in here and and look at that, inactive robots.txt. We've detected that you don't have an active robots.txt file in your server root. Is present a version of Joomla standard, but to make it active, you need to rename it as robots.txt. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, pattern redirects. And Mary, I think you can do pattern redirects in 4SEF. But yeah, it certainly is. If I show here, let me just show you something here. Cybersalt.org. All right, this is a Joomla 3 site. Let's go to JSitemap Pro. All right, and we'll go to the htaccess editor. I want to just show you, and I think I'm going to just torch this htaccess file when I finally make this site Joomla 4 compatible, because when I migrate it, because I have a killer htaccess thing in here. So for instance, I've got, like, here's a rewrite rule. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, look at this. Here's a rewrite rule for anything that's d/funny dog pictures / any content, rewrite it without the D /, funny dog pictures, and then put in the second string. Oh, this is the first string. This is the second string. Rewrite it with what's at the beginning. So that's this $sign, that's string 1. And then no D funny dog pictures. So obviously somewhere along the line there, I accidentally changed the folder or something, and it had a D / funny dog pictures. For some reason I did that, but that's a pattern redirect. Also, here's how I used to remove the numbers from things. So here's entertainment / funny Christmas pictures / and then some number and something. Redirect it to the content view article ID equals, and then put in the number. So I actually switched this around. I think this is my old HTML structure. I don't know. Anyways, it's such a mess. It's such a mess. I think I'm just going to start over, make some tutorials about it. But yeah, patterns are really, really nice. Again, here is, this handles clean jokes / 1, 2, 3, 4. These are like super old. And if you talk to Yannick Gauthier about how long these rewrite rules should be in place, I think he suggested like a year or something like that. I could be wrong. I mean, some of these are like 15 years old. So, yeah, those pattern rewrites are very nice. All right, let's go back to here. Oh, and we're going to go to, let's close this. All right, so interesting that I don't have an active robots.txt file in there. I did not know that. That was something that we would need to do. Here's your disallow, things that you're allowing to see, but it's inactive. Huh, that's something we should check into. All right, Google Search Console we saw. Let's go to redirect checker. Oh, I think that's we can check the link. Nice. Let's see. Let's just test that one that we were just doing. Typography 2, and let's check it. It's valid. Oh, and then it's a valid link without redirect. Well, I thought I just created a redirect for that. And it's showing the page. All right, well, if we do this, let's just go index.php, just go blog. All right, and we'll check that link. Yeah, when we get to that blog, yeah. And it shows that it's checked and it's valid. All right, so some way to check links. Yeah, Mary, it is a huge file. Although yesterday I saw someone had an htaccess file that was, I think it's 2 megabytes, because their host has them blocking a lot of IPs. And I suggested that they use Cloudflare, let Cloudflare do the heavy lifting, because they're trying to block Russia and entire countries and stuff like that. So, all right, so a redirect checker. And then a configuration. Okay, that's for permissions for editing this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're already in configuration anyways. And there's HTML help and documentation. Oh, and there's a PDF that we can download. Let's just do that. See what that looks like. Oh, and here's everything explained here. All right. Oh, it's a really nice walkthrough here too. Okay. So that's handy to have, right convenient as well. Is there some area that I didn't look at properly? Oh, pattern redirects. JRedirects includes a powerful yet simple system of redirect URLs using patterns and placeholders based on regular expressions autocompiler. It's enough to enter an original target pattern using placeholders, and JRedirects will do the rest. automatically generating the required regular expressions thanks to its compiler. To add a new pattern redirect, the first step is to enter the pattern that must match the original link. Okay, we did that with the original URL. Each placeholder represents a different regular expression type to match a part of a URL. It's possible to specify an absolute or relative path, and the redirection can take place also between different domains. All right. So let's see. Available. Does he have an example here? He does have an example there. It's awfully small, but that makes me think that there's probably, let's see, a screenshot here. Let's try to match it up here. Oh, here it is here. Well, he actually has the has the identifiers in there. And it looks like it made the expression down below, did it? Maybe I was wrong about the redirector. Let's do this. Let's go pattern redirects. There's the one I made. Oh, you know what? You put in you make your pattern and it does the regular expression down here. Because this edited it, right? This is the same thing up here. So if I so let's see, if I go, see, and this is where it gets dicey. So identifier 2, identifier 1, identifier 2. Characters from the Latin alphabet A to Z dash some number. I think we can just go A to Z number. All right. Let's see here. Alpha characters number. So if I don't know, let's just see. If I do this dash and go left brace, and if I just go number right brace and save. Aha! Interesting. So here, notice the original link pattern is this at this URL, typography dash some number. All right, I just put number, and then down here the regular expression that it follows is anything J4 core blah 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 dash some number, and instead of you having to type out left bracket square bracket 0 to 9 plus, it just does that. Now if I put number 2, what happens? Nothing. All right, so if I do 2 and save, oh, look at that. Down here, the regular expression converts to dash anything with the 2 in there, I think. That, yeah, so that that would be very good. All right, so that's cool. You can write your own regular expressions by using these things here. Oh, and I put a 1 in. Oh, look at that. If you need to specify the same placeholder multiple times and differentiate with the final number, for example, identifier 1. Okay, so that's what happened when I went up here and just did number 1 in that in here. So if for instance, when I went number 2, that's making this an identifier, and I would have number 1. So that's for things with if you've got a couple of numbers you want to remove from the URL, like maybe category ID and then your article ID. All right. All right, so that's some of the bit more advanced thing here, but I like that this automatically changes. It just automatically changes over, and it auto generates a regular expression, and then automatically puts in the target there, and that's where your redirects are. Now, that's just for fun. Now, you guys have been asking about. All right, so I'm going to click on this link here, which you guys have been testing. I'm going to make a new redirect, and I'm going to call this Norway. Yeah, so let's do copy. Let's go Control V, basicjoomla.com, and we'll go Norway. And we're going to redirect it to that domain there. That, oh, you're wondering about Norwegian characters, though. Let's redirect to here. Oh, that one didn't work. Okay. I'm just catching up on the chat here. Probably IDM. Okay. So there are no Norwegian characters in there, though. So we can't test that. Oh, we could do this, though. Oh, yeah. Something's... Yeah, let's see. I'm just looking on the other screen here. No, that's not working. But let's just try this here. I'm going to make a redirect to Norway to that. If I save that, it just recreated it right down there. And now, when I go save and close, it's there. Let's just go here and go to /Norway, and it redirects to that page. So this is also a really cool way just to make some quick redirects if you want to create a URL for someone. So you might have your domain /contact me today. You're putting that in the mailbox. You want to put that link in a mail, in an email you send out. You can put some tracking code in there or something in the URL, and then when people click on it, it will redirect to where you've created it. So you could do just something very quick like that. All right. Now, let's just look into the... So that's, I think, everything that we can see here. On here's pattern redirects that have been done. Pattern redirects are these ones that I've made or ones that we've tested. What else have we got here? I want to go to, let's go system, install extensions. I'm going to install Foca Commander. And I've got the Joomla 4. I got a little toolbox thing here, so I can put in Foca Commander. There you go, components, Foca Commander. This lets us look at files right in the Joomla install. And it said there was no robots.txt. By golly, it was right. Robots.txt. Distribution. This is probably for distribution, right? Which means that we can go back here to the robots.txt editor. Make it active. You need to rename it. All right. That's what we need to do. So just like you rename your htaccess.txt, rename that. So let's highlight it. Let's rename that. And we'll take out the dot this there. Great. And now we will go back here and we will go to robots.txt editor. And now it sees that it is a rule, and we can still edit things in here. And we can add rules or edit things. So if we want to allow access to any file any file type of that, that's great, but not in the administrator or any of these folders, and not in here, and disallow temp. So, all right, good. Wow, did not realize about turning on the robots.txt on an install. Should probably do a video on that. Probably do a video on a bunch of things, shouldn't I? All right, so all in all, pretty cool. Some cool tools, some things that you can see how things are working in there, and some cool tools to move URLs forward if maybe you're using IDs for categories and menus, if those ID numbers are in your URLs and you want to remove that. See what's going on. I think here, if we go to here and just blah, 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 something, G, put a bunch of G's in there. Okay, can't be found. And so it went to the 404 page. That's what it's set for. And I think that's pretty cool. Well, a fun look at that. A neat. Remember his site. If we go to System, Extensions, Install, and install from the web. Oh, look at that. Convert Forms passed him. That is very new. He was the second most. Now Convert Forms has passed him. But he's got 596 reviews here on JSitemap Pro. So he is the third most reviewed, number 3 in the JED, and for his JSitemap Pro. So that's pretty good. I'm not surprised that Convert Forms moved up there. Will Convert Forms overtake Akiba Backup? There's within 400. We will see. All right, well, that's a good wrap. Thank you, John, very much for giving me access to check that out. Hopefully that's a look for everyone to know what's there, and definitely something I would consider for a site to remove those numbers from URLs. Well, while we're here, why don't we see what's new? What's recently newest first in the current Joomla version? What is new for extensions? And if you guys have something you want to share or mention or talk about, that would be welcome as well. So we've got Admin AI Buddy. That's open in a new tab. The way the module is made, the AI Buddy provides a seamless integration in the Joomla backend. Through the admin panel, you can call on AI Buddy to assist you in whatever you're doing. Interesting. Let's see the demo. There's the demo. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The way the module is made, the AI Buddy provides a seamless integration Joomla backend through the admin panel. And there's your Ask AI Buddy question. Need blog ideas? No problem. Need meta description generated? No problem. Need images? DAL-E to the rescue. Bjorn says, have I read my your latest article? No, I haven't. Bjorn says also, if it tracks hits, you can use it as a URL shortener. Yes, you could make some shortened URLs there. And I think it is I think it was tracking hits, was it not? Components, JRedirects, pattern redirects. These are the two that exist, but this, maybe it's just because I created these statistics. Was it keeping track of how many times it's being called? Redirect status. I don't know. I do not know. So put your AI button in there on this extension. Good. Boy, the other day I was given an article to edit, and I've asked a friend of mine is writing them. Another friend of mine is helping with the edit because the first friend who's writing is writing it in his native language, and he's translating to English, which isn't his best language. But then this other guy's helping with the English, and it doesn't. The process does not always flow. And I just want to add the final product, but the final product often needs touch up for me. So anyways, I took the article, pasted it in, I went to ChatGPT and I said, I'm going to paste some text. Please check the spelling, grammar, and make proper paragraphs. And there were some bulleted points in there too. And sure enough, it did a beautiful job just like that of laying it out. It was really good. All right. AI is here to stay. AI is here to control us all and dominate the planet, to run us to extinction. That's one of the theories. Bjorn's latest article coming up right here. Icons are great. Learn how to create override for using font awesome in a custom field. Nice. How do we create an override? If you can read code and know HTML, just follow these steps. Go to site templates, your template name. Yep. There we go. System, site template styles, create overrides, going into the field. And all right, original code for the custom field. Code for the font awesome custom field. Now create a field. And you've got that option in the drop down. Cool. And then you can pick the font. Nice. Very nice. Good job. You need a lot of work on. You're doing a lot of work on that site. That's great. Okay, so somewhere back here we go system, and we'll go install extensions. We will, here, default. That's the newest first, and we're back to here. Page speed optimizer. Let's check that out. Okay. Boost your website's performance and enhance the user experience with our powerful page optimization engine. Our page speed optimizer extension is designed to optimize your Joomla website, improving its page speed and ensuring lightning fast loading times with a range of advanced features. Okay. Key features. Powerful page optimization engine is equipped with an advanced page optimization engine that automatically optimizes various elements of your website, performs image compression, minification of scripts and style sheets, and optimizes above the fold CSS, all aimed at reducing the page size and enhancing load times. Image scripts and style or optimization intelligently optimizes images, scripts, and style sheets in your Joomla website. Above the fold CSS generation, the page speed optimizer generates optimized above the fold CSS for your website by extracting critical CSS that is required for rendering the visible portion of the page. It ensures that your users see content quickly. Okay. Prefetch or off request optimization. Our extension employs prefetching techniques to load resources in advance, anticipating the user's next actions. Yeah, so prefetch. Some browsers, they will prefetch stuff. It says, hey, you're loading a page. In a little while, you're going to need this. Why don't you get it now? And fast page cache. The page speed optimizer comes with a high performance page caching mechanism. It intelligently stores dynamically generated pages as static HTML. Whoa. Reducing the process. Hey, why don't we install this and take a look at this? It sounds like Jot Cache, doesn't it? Version 1.0.b4. Let's download it. What can hurt, eh? Let's see what other extensions they have here. Mobile Joomla, mobile adaptive, page speed optimizer. Oh, they got a page speed optimizer pro. Okay, well played. Well played. Let's see. Mobile adaptive. They've got YouTube mobile. I got a bunch of stuff here. All right. Well, I'm interested in seeing this page speed optimizer. I like the static HTML page thing. Let's see. Okay, now I need to create an account to download. Why not? Let's see. Why is this not filling in? Probably because it's my computer. Salt.com. Cybersalt. Yes, sirree. Now let's go to Bitwarden and we'll generate a password. We'll go Control V, Control V. The CAPTCHA. Oh, really? Ugh. I am over these. If I can't read a CAPTCHA, it's bothering me. I want to click. Yeah, see, this is the problem here. B. I think that's a B. Z. 7 H S. All right, S Q. That's a small G A E. This could be case sensitive. So there was a company that I was trying to ask some questions, some pre-sale questions of, and they had to reCAPTCHA like this. And I had to try like 4 or 5 times, and I just thought, this is crazy. So anybody who's watching this, look, I understand. I'm not gonna be all negative and downer, a Debbie Downer here, but I know there's these built-in, maybe they're using their own or something like that, but I just got to tell you, this is not the way to sell software. I can't even read this. I cannot even read what this is. So consequently, I'm gonna try one more time here. Like, is this? I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what those letters are. I can't get through. All right, so we're just going to bail on that one. Interesting, but I just cannot. I can't get through there. So we'll move on. I think we've seen stuff from TF before. Joomla custom fields plugin to display content features as icon list, icon box, or image box. Let's see here. You know, I mean, no one want. Just going back to that CAPTCHA. I have found things very user unfriendly on my sites at times. I realize, oh my goodness, that was terrible. So they're not doing it on purpose, of course. It's just there's some better ways to do things. I guess maybe one of the things to remember too is that we should, when we build our sites, we should maybe try to use them from the beginning and see what works, because they would easily see that that's impossible. But maybe it's just broken and it hasn't been working for a while and they don't know. That's possible as well too. I guess I could sort of email them. That's about, again, we got, as we all are, we got a ton of stuff to do. There's only so much helping that you can do, contacting people saying, hey, this is not great. There's no demo for this. Joomla custom fields plugin to display content features as icon list, icon box, or image box. All right. TechFry, that's who they are. And they have a whack of extensions. Oh, they even have a page builder. Oh, interesting. We got a lot. Remember, if you're looking for a complete system of things. Oh no, Mary says I already have an account. really? Oh, wow. All right, let's get this. Oh. All right, so I'll try this. All right, so Tim, Mary says they didn't read, so there maybe I was being too negative. Let's see, Tim at cybersalt.com. Tim at cybersalt.com. Cybersalt, Control V, Control V. The CAPTCHA H3VHX. I hit enter. Oh, look at that. It's already in use. Well, fortunately, probably not too many people watch this far into the live stream. My apologies for not reading. So that means I can log in. Log in. All right. Cybersalt. Log in. Okay, so now I remembered the password, updated it, and don't know what it was. All right. Well, that's just, I forgot my username. Tim at cybersalt. Okay. Oh, GENA4. I'm gonna say that's a 4. I win. Your username reminder failed because the user with the specified name could not be found. Wow, who knows what I used? Let's try this. 3YH4A. Yeah, I can't find that. All right, so let's try one more. Webmaster at cybersalt.org. And this is going to be 22Y2K. Y2K. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, so I've had this profile a long time. Long time ago. All right, well, that means on a window far, far away from you, I'm going to open this up here. Thank you, Mary, for noticing that. Yeah, I wonder how long ago or what it was that I had a membership for. Maybe I bought something of theirs in the past. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I really try hard not to be grumpy. All right, so just waiting for this to show up. I'm going to check spam. Report that's not spam. No. I don't see anything yet. Unless it's in my other... Oh, let's see. Let's just check this off in another screen here. Oh, you know, you guys. Oh, you guys can. All right. Let's see. Did it go to this email? This is scintillating to watch, isn't it? Great. Splash top. Let's see here. Testing. Put that LinkedIn. It's not here yet. Well, I'd be very interested in seeing if that is like Jot Cache, because I would consider using that. I like Jot Cache. I like the fact that in Joomla 3, Jot Cache would make static pages of all of your content. I'm not getting that link yet, so I can wait a little while for it. Especially since I'm so grumpy about it. So, Grumpy Tim. I have a friend, my friend Mark Wagner. Actually, he's going to come for a visit in a couple of weeks. He always looks at me. He says, when I get going about stuff, he says, "Better Tim, not bitter Tim." So, there you go. All right. Well, I'll watch for that. If I get the reminder, I'll do that because I might actually look at things. So, okay. So, I'm losing track of windows here. So let's see. I need to find where's the window that's got YouTube in it. Oh, I must have. That's just the track of things are. Maybe not. Okay. So there we go. Just introduce you. This plugin allows you to use your Joomla CMS as a platform to access and link AI in real time. Oh, here's another AI integration with Telegram. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it, Mary. Yeah, Telegram. Introduced in 2023, this plugin allows you to use your Joomla CMS as a platform to access and link AI in real time to your Telegram chat and bot. Generate smart AI responses from your Telegram messages and solve problems at a faster rate with this simple to user-friendly interface. Anyone can combine to the advancement of AI technology. Generate your very own Telegram bot and save the API key. Generate your very own AI API key. Seamlessly integrate the Telegram bot and AI API keys into the plugin in your Joomla site. Chat with your bot on Telegram and let AI work its magic. Sign in Telegram web desktop mobile app and create an account. Search for bot father on Telegram and open a new chat with the account. Use the new bot command to create a new bot and provide a unique name for it. Bot father will return a bot API token. Remember to keep it secure. Go to the home page, open at open.ai.com, create a free account if you haven't already. So you're going to need an OpenAI thing, API. Once you're logged in, click the API option. Click on the GPT option from the left menu. Scroll down to find the chat API. Click on the request access. So a lot of setup here, but we have a demo, so let's demo this thing. Oh, there's a demo here. It's a video. This is installed. I just want to see what it looks like working. Oh, and there you go inside. Tradition. Okay, so this is so it looks like they've set up. You set up a Telegram box for people to chat, and then people can go in, and then it interacts with your ChatGPT, and then it will give information there. So I was kind of interested. I think where AI, and I'm such a big brain on AI, but I think probably what's going to happen is that eventually we're going to get the place where everybody is generating models for their own particular use. So there probably will be. So let's say on my CyberSalt site, I just want to. I have information about hosting. I have information about Joomla migration. I have information about my services. I have information about my YouTube channel. And maybe I have all my YouTube videos added to content. And then I will use somehow the program, the language model or whatever, the AI model will look at my stuff and learn everything, and then I will go in and I will ask the most common questions, or maybe I will look at the questions that are being asked and I can train it, and then eventually people are going to be able to do that. It'd be like, for instance, I do the support for Migrate Me 4. I could, you create something and say, hey, what's the problem? Oh, I'm getting a white screen when I log in. and you can train things. So very much like chatbots, where you could train and you had to do the logic yourself. Of course, now AI is doing that. So that would be neat. All right. Great. All right. Well, that's cool. That is cool. We're going to see more and more stuff coming like that. Admin login warning. Mary, your client found her new domain by asking ChatGPT. ChatGPT. You would never have thought to ask. Yeah. Long time ago, I had a client that wanted a domain, and they registered emergency services leadership conference.com, and I told them, oh, that's too long, but they did anyways. So my heart just feels a little bit sad that people are out there maybe listening to artificial intelligence giving them the same advice about domain names as me. Only I get ignored. Admin warning. Let's see this here. Can ChatGPT figure out timestamps for your videos? I don't think it. Just the other day, Valerie, I saw someone comment about having ChatGPT watch your video and then do something. I don't know if it will watch video. You definitely could take the transcript from audio and upload it and say, what are the timestamps? But yeah, it's a very good question. It would be wonderful. Right now I have had someone that manually has been kind of doing timestamps for me, but I've not followed up on that. And Google does guess at them. But yeah, that would be really, really cool. Yes, Ivor says it's coming. Yeah, so if you exported the timestamp file from a YouTube video, it had the time and it had the text. Basically, you would just say to ChatGPT, I'm pasting the transcript of a YouTube video along with timestamps. Please create a link or a list of the key moments. It probably could do it. Yeah, so that's a cool idea. I mean, I just reported a deep fake the other day on Facebook. It was Elon Musk saying, "Hi, I'm Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX. Blah 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 blah. My latest endeavor is doing this. It's to basically it was AI that would it would buy and sell on the market and make you money." And that it was available only to people in Canada, and the words didn't sync with the lips. But again, it was a deep fake. So I saw that, so I reported to Facebook, and they what's the reason? I put deep fake, and a week later they let me know that no, a week later, day later they said, yeah, we removed that. And the sad thing is that, listen, I'll admit, every now and then I'll get an email or a hoax or something that almost gets me. So there are people out there who, for whatever reason, will fall for those tricks and won't even notice that it's a deep fake. And that's the terrifying thing about AI and deep fake, is that a lot of people they just don't have the ability to discern whether it's what's real or not. Or I mean, I look at stuff now and I think, oh, is that real? For instance, last week there's a picture of a woman in Texas that baked a loaf of bread inside her mailbox, and the mailbox outside of her house, is like it was in brick, and the bricks were curved, and there was a metal mailbox inside of it, so it was just like at the end of her driveway, so it looked totally legit. And I'll tell you, I mean, if it was a mailbox, but if you wanted to build something that looked like a mailbox that would bake bread, this was it. But I looked at it and I thought, is this a hoax or is it not? I think you probably could. So people are always frying eggs on stuff, right? Ivers pasted a link at huggingface.com models. All right. Let's see here. Let's move over to here and we'll take a look at that. These are what happens here. If I click on this, Llama 2, these are, yeah, I see you asking Ivor what these are, what you're looking at. I'm not sure what I'm looking at either. It's just a collection of tools. Tools for oh, Valerie says not what you wrote. Are you talking back about can ChatGPT figure out timestamps for my videos? Or did I misunderstand something? Or did I quote you and it was someone else that said something? Text-to-text generation. Let's see. Oh, here's a model. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's not chat prompt. This is a language model, though, it looks like. I don't know. Ivor's great at finding really, really unique and eclectic stuff. What time have we got here? 12:38. Let's see. I'm gonna see. Oh my goodness, a ChatGPT assistant. Oh, did we even look at admin login warning? I don't think so. Requires one-time password login and OTP code will be sent to the administrator's email address. Suspicious logins will be asked to enter it. Warnings: warn, restrict and prevent unauthorized logins to the admin section for Joomla. I was on a site, recently helping someone, and we're trying to get Migrate Me Forward to run in the subdirectory, of course, and there was something in the site that would not allow /administrator anywhere else, and we could not find it. It was very interesting, so they just went another route. Requires one-time password to log in. An OTP code will be sent to administrator's email address. Block suspicious logins. If this login comes from a suspicious IP address, an email will be sent to the administrator. At this point, the admin can confirm them or not. Oh, so this is sort of a bit extra control to give people access to someone's logging in as admin to say, yeah, that person's okay. Interesting. And that's from Joom Helper, and they've got a lot, including this K2 to content migration. But a lot of things, we've looked at them. Ivor said for timestamps. Let's see here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to pause that. And we're going to move over to here. And we're going to paste this here. And we've got a little ad there. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Huge timestamp. Create YouTube's timestamps with ChatGPT. There's no sound here.
It's copy and paste them and put them into your video description, and you will have timestamps on the video. Okay, this is important for being able to rank on Google as well. So it's something that a lot of people want to do, but it's very time consuming to do it otherwise, and this just makes it happen very quickly. literally in a second. So what I'll do is open the video in a browser. Okay, this needs to
Okay,
be done
he's opening this video in browser.
on mobile. I can't find where to get the transcripts on mobile. And if you are using Chrome and you don't find where to get the transcripts, try opening in a different browser like I've got here called Opera.
Okay, this is to find a transcript and show transcript. Yeah, all right. Now we can copy that. All right. Okay, cool. Copy the whole transcript down the side.
Now what to do here is you're going to split. Once you get that split up, you're going to use the down arrow on your computer and your keyboard.
Ah, nice. Okay, so he's selecting the whole chat. Now that's a lot of text. I know there's a limit on ChatGPT, but let's see what the results are. By the way, I can't make this full screen because of the full screen I've got. It's too wide.
And we're going to put this into ChatGPT.
Okay.
All we have to do is start a new chat. Okay, and what we're going to say is create key moments.
And I'm going to try this.
This video transcript and include the time.
In time. All right. Okay.
Starting with 0.00. Okay, so let's see if this will work.
Start with 00. And there.
Tell it to do with timestamps.
Okay, he didn't tell it to do it with timestamps.
Beginning. You see it's put the timestamps here. It hasn't started off.
Okay, so we stopped it. Place the timestamps at the beginning. Freeze. The beginning. Oh man. Man, if this works, that'll be great. Yeah, because when you're doing timestamps on YouTube, you need to have one that starts at 0.00. And I like how he said please. He's got I think he's got an Irish accent. But
So it's right in the timestamps. Now, if you're scrolling through videos trying to find timestamps, you can save yourself a lot of time. And if you're paying someone to sponsor it, you know you're going to save yourself a bunch of time.
okay.
Take this and put it into the video description.
Does he have an example of his prompt?
So if you like this kind of tutorials, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give us a like on the video as well.
Give him a like for sure. That's cool. I'm gonna follow. I'll check that out. I'm gonna do one that right after. Oh, will I do it right after? I got a few things to do, but all right. That is cool. Thank you, Valerie, for asking. Ivor for linking. All right. Let's finish off this top row here. Okay, ChatGPT Assistant. Open a new tab. Yes, Bjorn, I agree. Thank you. It is a great session. Download Mod Chat Assistant zip. Install on your website. Highly customizable. Let's go to the demo. Introducing chapter. Bottom right of this page. Oh, Mavros. Mavros, we've seen him before. Mavros Christoforos. Is it his? What were we looking at that was Mavros's? Let's just see here. Mavros. His other extension. He has 12 others. What do we look at? I forget. We looked at one of his, though. I know that. Was it bad word filter a while ago? Oh, I can't remember what we looked at, but was it shortlist? I think we looked at shortlist. Anyways, he says here, let's see, that's fine. Okay. Monica, feel free to try our demo on the bottom right of this page. Oh, there's a text. There's a chat way down here. Hello and welcome to chat. How may I help you today? What is the best YouTube channel with videos about Joomla? All right. I don't think I show up in the results here because ChatGPT. Let's see. Several YouTube channels that provide great content about Joomla. One highly recommended channel is Joomla Official. Yep. They regular update. Another popular channel is Joomla Shack. These channels. Okay. What about basic Joomla? This sounds really vain, doesn't it? I'm trying to get artificial intelligence to acknowledge me. It's like trying to impress small children. What about the YouTube channel called Basic Joomla Tutorials by Tim Davis? Oh, free Joomla extensions picnic from Christopher Mavros. Thank you, Valerie. Oh, come on. You're not even trying. I apologize, but as a Joomla expert, I am not familiar with every YouTube channel that provides Joomla tutorials. However, there are many great resources available on YouTube. If you're having specific questions about Joomla or Joomla extensions, I'd be very happy to answer them. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's ask what free Joomla extensions do you have? I really appreciate you looking that up, Valerie. Okay, so as a Joomla expert, he can't answer. All right, so it's ChatGPT doing stuff. All right. Cool. All right, two more on this row here, and Ivor's got another link there. So I'm going to look at Cool Page, open in a new tab. Cool Page, Joomla module. Articles showcase news display articles from Mix Web Templates. They have 34 extensions. And do they have a demo? Yes, they do have a demo. Let's go view their demo. Whoa, wow, that winged by there, didn't it? Here's their, wow, look, they have a lot of extensions. Have we looked at Mix Web Templates before? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to rest my head against that window right there. Animate with scrolling. There are a lot of things there. Okay. Oh, this is me scrolling down. When I scroll down, it went through all of that. Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. All right. This one, and then we'll look at Ivor's video there. IWS by Instagram button. Open in new button there. The module adds floating button for quick transfer to Instagram page. To add a button, you just need to specify a link. Demo. I don't do Instagram, you know. Get extension. Oh, here's the. Oh, okay. So it floats, but this is not a long page. So here's the Instagram button down at the bottom. You can add to your site button to go to Instagram, specified in the settings of the module. A few clicks of the mouse without having to learn programming. Okay, and that takes you to Instagram. All right, so let's see. Valerie mentioned free extensions picking from Christopher Mavros. Ivor, another possible way. Oh, same info, better URL. All right, so let's open that up. Copy, put that over here, and YouTube summary with ChatGPT. Oh, install on Chrome. Ha. All right.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching the video. Today I'm going to show you how to use YouTube and output summary.
Oh, I've got to share the video audio with this for you here because
Hi everyone, thank you for watching the video. Today.
Something that you can do. My daughter, when she listens to podcasts, she plays it back at like one and a half speed. I think if I turn this setting here, this will allow you to hear desktop audio. So here's, this guy has sped it up. So, here we go.
Today I'm going to show you how to use YouTube and output summary powered by ChatGPT extension. And once you install it and you are ready to use the summarization functions, and if you go to YouTube video, you will see this small widget. And so if you click it, and you can see the transcript of the video like this. And if the video has other languages, you can choose the language you want to view, and then copy transcript, or you can jump to the current timestamp, or summarize the video like one click. And if we click it and it opens ChatGPT, then it automatically starts summarizing. Then you can see the summary of the video like this. And it actually works for like any web pages too. So this is a grasp about page, and you see its content, and you see the small pop-up here, and small icon here, right? If you click it, it's the same logic, as YouTube summary. You can summarize the content like this, so you can see what is grasp, how it works, or some information here. And let's say if you want to customize, your prompt and so on. So there's a user settings page, so you can choose dark mode, light mode, and if you copy the transcript, you can choose Markdown or plain text, and you can choose actually ChatGPT models, 3.5 for plugins, browsing if you have access, and these models are usually for ChatGPT Plus users or paid users. And if you're not, please select default. But you can choose other models, but if you don't access to it, then it doesn't really work. And you can also choose languages like English, Chinese, Espanol, other languages like this.
Okay, so
And also customize because ChatGPT into equally sized chunks, and like 5 minutes, from here, something like that, and so that you can grasp the big pictures. But it miss, like some however long.
all
and
right,
also we
well,
have a
that's
keyboard
something
shortcut.
I will check into as well. Cool. All right. Oh, let's exit this here. Yeah, we're back to this window here where we were at. And actually, why don't I just go back to, there we go. All right. Well, everybody, that was really great. We got in some interesting things there. Saw a cool extension. And Valerie's mentioned if anyone knows of a Firefox extension that does that, that would be good. Or you might just want to, I actually have a couple different kinds of Chrome that I use for different things. And hey, I'll show you one other thing. I might make this as a tip on the video or something like that, but watch this. Let me just share back to the screen here. You notice that now on my sharing, I don't have my bookmarks toolbar showing all those bookmarks at the top. I've got a little more room up there and a little less clutter. I found a setting in Google Chrome. If now, Ivor, you're just being cheeky about asking ChatGPT for that. But watch, if I hit new tab, there's my bookmarks shortcuts. But if I go to a bookmark, let's just go to here, and let's go to, I'll just go to free media. If I go, as soon as I go to a page, it misses. It's missing, it's taken off. So now in my videos, I won't have that annoying bar unless I open up a new tab and it shows things and I go somewhere. So that is, that's a pretty cool thing I just learned about Chrome. Anyway, so my point about that is that there's some different browsers that do different things, and sometimes if not available, you might want to switch to another one and use more than one. But all right, so Where am I going here? There we go. That's me there. All right. So, all right, yeah, I'm really happy with how the green screen's going. All right, this is not really good. Got cartoon hands, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's going. So I can move on to the next one. And you can set it to the side as well. Yes, Bjorn, you can put bookmarks on the side now. In Brave, anyways. Maybe you can. Also, all right, I know it's switching back and forth here, but check this out. Somehow I installed this extension just up here. So top right, and it's a little switch. The mouse is not even showing up. But if I click, let's see. Let's go to YouTube. If I click that switch, it changes things to dark mode. Now, what's happening here? Let's try this. There you go. I can switch it to dark mode. It does a not too bad job. I have found that drop-down menus sometimes on some Joomla sites are transparent, so you can't. But I got this little switch here, and that is a plugin, and called dark mode for Chrome. Or maybe it's something I turned on in Brave. Anyways, I saw that switch the other day and I thought, what is that? Anyways, I get playing around with stuff and then I lose track of what I'm doing. All right, it's the last time switching back here. Famous last words. But yeah, that was good. I'm really happy with how the green screens go. Well, with how the background remover's going. It was really fun to look at that. And there you go. Ivor's got a link for you for Firefox. Everybody, thank you for tuning in today. I'm gonna find my stuff here. Yeah, yeah, it was good. Thanks, Bjorn. Thank you, everybody, for sharing and helping and pointing out and catching things and my mistakes and suggestions. And thanks to John Dagamo for letting us check out this extension, see how it works. And that is everything. So remember, hey, less than 1 month to the end of life of Joomla 3. So, you know, it is what it is. And not all my sites can be migrated, but they'll keep working. And I'll just keep working away things too. Everybody, as usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.